So this is another one of our clan battles from DD214. I'm in the Des Moines, and our team has come in on Sleeping Giant, which is one of the more difficult new maps on the board. And we're sending one contingent to A, and we're positioning to cover the approaches for C. We got a couple of our ships going over to Cap B. In this map, you really have to get, as with most of the clan battles, access to two caps, or at least deny, or you're going to run down points real quick. So what I'm going to do, my task, is to keep this angle of approach open. I'm coming in between where B on the normal map for this would be and A, and seeing what I can spot. Team composition. The other team has a shimmy, a gearing for their two destroyers. They have two Hindenburgs, a Minotaur, a Des Moines, and the Yamato. We have a Yu Yang, a Z-52, a Hindenburg, and three Des Moines, plus a Kerfer, so we also have a radar advantage. And what I'm doing is I'm positioning myself between A and this island right here, giving me a little bit more protection depending on how they come through. And also I'm angling this way, so if I have to, I can block the door and protect our Z-52. And there is the Yamato in the sea cap that they've just captured. And as you can see on the mini-map, our Yu Yang is coming down to see what they can do. So we're looking at capping B, or capping A, and contesting B. This is a very different kind of map compared to some of them for battles. And I'm going to go ahead and throw a little bit of harassment and interdiction fire on the Yamato. Maybe catch a fire, do some damage. Obviously, I'm detected doing that. And as you can see on the mini-map also, we've got a gearing with a Minotaur for support coming in to deal with our ship in A, who's by himself at the moment. Now, he has Hydra, and the Minotaur is not really that close to the island where he can probably do any damage to him. And that cap is held at the moment. So I'm going to work my way up there and help. And I'm going to see actually if I can get a couple of shots over on the side right here. I glanced, but maybe not. I'm going to have to get in there, though, and help him before that Minotaur can come around if he is. And as you can see, we have another Des Moines. Borg's coming in from the other side of the door, so that gearing is on his own against our Z-52 right now, and they've got an island between them, so that's stable. Gearing did try to send some torps out in case somebody was coming in, but obviously they weren't anywhere close. I might be able to get some shots right here, but it's probably not worth doing it until I can get a clean shot on him, not let him know I'm coming. And we can see that they're trying to come up the same way to B, so they're spread out. So if we can hold this and actually take the cap up, and their Des Moines is where he can get some shots on me. I'm just going to try to angle a little bit and get rid of this gearing real fast, because then our Z-52 can go ahead and finish capping this. And I'm going to look at playing through and going after that Minotaur. If we can do that, we've taken out two of their ships, and Gearing's backing up to avoid one ship and walks into the other. Easy kill. I did a quick 8,600 damage on that broadside Gearing. I'm going to pop radar. And you can't hear the discussion, but we're coordinating radar. Don't believe Borg has the module in there, but that gives us uh, like a minute and a half of consistent radar where we don't want to use it. And the Minotaur's coming up, and he's decided to bail. That was a U-turn was making, not really coming up. I can see if I can get a few shots on him over the island. Yep. A 3,000 damage anyway. There's another 2,000. If we can chase him down, that would be a good thing. Kick now is that our other forces over at B, there's only a Yu Yang and a Des Moines right there, but bad guys, from our perspective, are down 2 ships already. And we have pretty well secured this flank. So, again, you can't hear the team chatter. We're letting Borg make the calls on this, so he's telling me to make a U-turn and go through. He's going to come around from the other side, and we're going to work at containing these guys and picking them off. And they are now down at Des Moines. So we're all in fairly good health. The Yu Yang is down to about a third of his health. He got in a bit of a skirmish up there. And they are getting B. We are letting them have it for right now. While we get more forces, there's no point in just utter suicide. But we're rallying back. And we're significantly ahead, and we're still making points on A. They're making points on B, and nobody has A at the moment. But we're working on making it academic. They now have 2 caps. So they could make up some of these if they could hold that for a prolonged period, but and maybe get a couple of kills. So this game isn't in the bag yet in spite of the point count, except they're coming out. And there's that Hindenburg broadside. And a lot of people make the mistake, if they haven't been in A on this map, of thinking, oh, well, they're all in there, they can't hurt me. You can actually, especially with an American or a British cruiser or an American destroyer, actually throw significant fire over this thing, even closer than we are right now. And their battleship is really hurting. In fact, he's looking like he's losing points right now. I barely probably going to get a chance to land shells on him before one of our teammates kills him. There's the other Hindenburg showing up, the Shimmy doing smoke. With them coming out in this score, it's a pretty forlorn hope that they're going to last much past the halfway mark on the clock on this battle. They would have to do some significant killing. And as long as I stay reasonably angled, neither of those ships can hurt. Those fish are probably going to get all the way here, so I'm going to have to keep an eye on where they are and how, and I am doing that, so if I need to, I can turn. Because eating a couple of fish out of that Shimakaze would sort of ruin my day. But I'm going to see if I can't just take out this Hindenburg. There's 4 pens. Can I find his citadel? He's turning away, and I'm watching these fish, so it's sort of hard to do that. But he's actually almost turning back broadside. Maybe he just trusts that smoke, but I need to lead just a little less. I'm getting ricochets. Well, he's still turning and backing up, but there is the other Hindenburg. I'm going to shift over to HE because he's nose on to me and see if we can't do some damage. And also that Shimmy's in his smoke. And our DD did take a couple of those fish. I'm not too worried about that fire because game's over. And there we go. And we ended up with a win. Sleeping Giant.